Here is a request from Milani for a South Korean singer from the group GOT7, Jinyoung. She also wants to know if a person has large hands, is there any significant meaning? Yes, there is. He doesn't have the largest hands I've ever seen, but he does have big hands. And usually it means power in some way, shape or form, and he knows how to use it in some way, shape or form. But he has a very, very long, a good strong line of heart, but his headline is somewhat mixed up. I think there's a power going on inside him. I mean, he's still very young, but I'm thinking that there's stuff going on inside him where he's got to sort himself out. And I think he thinks about sex all the time, and that could be a handicap for him. His lower phalange of the thumb has to do with logic, reason, power, coordination, and inspiration, and self-confidence. So it all depends on where he's coming from to what he thinks about. But he's probably got a good sense of humor, and he could be a little bit dangerous if he gets upset. He could have a bit of a temper on it because it comes out of this line here, coming through the line of life. And there was a protection around in the early years around his line of life because of the energy coming out of lower Mars. So he may have been a bully or something like that to other people. Maybe. But I'm also thinking coming out of the finger of Mercury, which isn't totally straight, that he could bend the rules a little bit to get what he wants. The fingertips, when they come out of the Jupiter finger and the Apollo finger, when they're the same length, it means they're balanced pretty good in so many different ways. Somewhat of an old soul. I think he knows his way around the block and he knows what he's doing. But there's also a sign here that I find coming out of the finger of Jupiter, which is called the Ring of Solomon. And the Ring of Solomon has to do with wisdom and the power of authority, especially when it comes to teaching or good in politics. So he might think about that later on in life because he can do a lot better than he's probably doing now, even though he's making money and doing good. But this double line of protection is going to leave him around the age of 30-something, and then he's going to be out there on his own, and whatever he does with him is his own choice. But he does have a bit of a spiritual nature. He may even have a bit of psychic ability. So if he uses all his gifts, his spiritual gifts, he should be doing all right in this lifetime.